YouTube, what's going on, guys? I am here with a discussion or rant, not really a rant because I'm not mad at anybody, but I have some things I wanted to talk about in terms of platforms, right? So I'm a gamer that's on almost every platform, if not every platform: Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Nintendo. On the PC side, GOG. You do need to have an Epic store if you have a PC just for the free games, but you don't really play on there. What else? Steam, GOG, the Amazon Prime games, which we won't even count that. But anyway, I was just thinking about how Xbox is probably, for me, has been the most enjoyable and rewarding platform right now, right? So when you play on Xbox, you get these incentives, right? So you get points for logging into the app, you get points for playing on your console, you get points for playing on your PC, and you get points for playing the Bejeweled game or the Jewel game on the app, right? And what these points do is they give you a credit. You can use the credit to turn it into cash value towards game purchases on the Xbox platform. So I've been leveraging that. I've definitely been taking advantage of that. I also combine that with the Xbox credit card, which gives you cash back towards games. And I love just maximizing on those types of things, right? This is not financial advice. If you're bad with credit, don't even look into that. But when I think about it and when I compare it to other platforms right now, right? So PlayStation, Nintendo, they're not incentivizing you at all, right? And it all comes down to competition, right? So they're incentivizing you to be competitive. They want people to play on their platforms, so they incentivize them. PlayStation did have a similar system with the PlayStation Stars program, but they've since discontinued that and they've gone away with it. And it's unfortunate because it was pretty cool. You got your collectibles, you got the PlayStation coins, I think, or was it coins? Was it like a stars? I don't know. Essentially, you can turn that into Xbox. You can turn that into a credit, put it towards games, right? But they've recently gone away with that. And this sucks because it was pretty cool in my opinion. And so going into the future, right? Just the way that the ecosystem of gaming is right now in terms of moving towards a more open, broad ecosystem where you can play your game on PC, you can pick up your progress on your console like an Xbox, depending on the game. If it's a Play Anywhere title, you can switch devices and pick up your progress. So, got to tighten that up there. So all of that stands out to me in a big way, right? It's just about convenience. It's just about lifestyle, right? I'm a dad, I'm moving around, I work, I have businesses. And so sometimes I'm not able to play on the PC. Sometimes I can play on the Xbox. Sometimes I can stream my Xbox from my Steam Deck or whatever, or from my Logitech G Cloud. And so I'm just thinking about the way that gaming is transforming and evolving, and which platform is the best platform in terms of competitiveness, convenience. And Xbox is really starting to dial down on that. I think that when Ally X drops and the Xbox Ally drops, it's going to completely change the game. Now people that have been PlayStation diehards, they might consider an Xbox Ally X, right? They might consider moving away from the trophy hunting and moving into achievement hunting. And I've seen that in many groups, right? I've seen many people say, hey, I've been a trophy hunter for the last 10 years. I'm now on Xbox, and vice versa, right? People switch back and forth, or some people do both. So for me, Xbox has been more, the point of this video is that Xbox has been more rewarding and more enjoyable for me. That's just for me. I love PlayStation. PlayStation is dope, but they gone away with the PlayStation Stars program, which is a big hit for somebody like myself that likes to look forward to these things, right? I want to play, I want to meet these certain criteria so that I can qualify for XYZ reward, XYZ collectible, or XYZ points, so that I can whatever. And I understand that not everybody cares about that, which is fine. I get it. But I think that with PlayStation, right? One of the reasons I barely touch my PlayStation as much now is because of the convenience, is because of got some technical difficulties here with my mount. So sorry about that. The convenience, just the way that you're locked into PlayStation is starting to harm me as a PlayStation gamer, I guess, right? I do want to play on PlayStation, but I can't always be at my PS5, or maybe the Portal is not the best option because of whatever. But that's not the case with Xbox, right? With Xbox, you can play on your PC, your laptop, your Ally X, your MSI Claw, whatever. And obviously, PlayStation knows what's going on because they're porting their games to Steam, right? They want a piece of that pie. They can't ignore that, what's going on that side of things, right? Whereas Xbox is just going full force into the play anywhere. Everything is an Xbox. Your microwave is an Xbox. Your fifth grade teacher is an Xbox. Everything is an Xbox now. So that's really it. Those are my thoughts there. I think it's going to be very interesting. These next couple of years in gaming will be very interesting with the way that PC handhelds are just evolving, and they're incorporating console gamers. They're really trying to get the attention of console gamers, handheld gamers. Just a Steam Deck alone, right? Anybody that loves gaming, whether it's a PS5 or a Switch or whatever, they see a Steam Deck, they're going to be interested. Why wouldn't you want something like a Steam Deck or an Ally X or whatever, Legion Go S, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you liked this discussion, definitely would love if you can contribute and tell me your thoughts of the direction of gaming and all that kind of stuff. I think the Ally X is going to be a banger. It is expensive, but it's catering to people that are already in that world and want to get into that world and can't afford it. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that plays out. So until next time, guys, peace.